don't you tell me who's on the phone?
Well, hello, and we're back. And it's another short stream on Paradise. Now, you may be wondering, serious, what's with all these short streams? And I have to say, I really don't know. I've been just trying to make up for the lack of time I've had to spend from the last week. But I make time whenever I can, because I go to work very early in the morning, and I don't usually come back till 9 o'clock at night. And I say early in the morning, I'm talking about 7, 8 o'clock. And I'll come back around until 9 o'clock at night, so you can tell I'm very tired sometimes, but I still make do to make my best effort to put my best foot forth. So, the title of this video, or the title of this stream, is very much implying Indian street food, which we might get into, but see, the thing is, I keep forgetting with the Indian street food compilations that they, heavily rely on using a lot of additional noise and different, usually like overlays for sound for the videos, right? For the, they usually like to add their own sound effects and just add a whole bunch of, useless shit to it. And to be quite frank, I'm not really in the mood to deal with that. I'd, for one, much rather just keep it to a sense of being a bit more professional with how I'm operating on things. Now, that being said, though, I do believe we can possibly get started on some, just reacting tonight. It's gonna be a very chill, relaxed stream tonight. I'm just looking around who else is streaming tonight. There's, of course, gonna be a lot of VTubers streaming tonight, but, we're just gonna watch cops do cops things, because I think a lot of us, probably back in the day, recall watching cops on our TVs growing up. Probably one of my favorite shows of all time, and no doubt, possibly one of the best, all-round shows ever. All-around, like, early content to what basically amounts to nowadays where everyone reacts to, body cam footage. That being said, though, I think it'd be pretty good that we can get started on this. So, there's been a couple things, and from Blue Cam was usually the better of the options, but I've also been on the Lupo and a lot of dash cam stuff, so let's watch how a influencer ruins his life live on live stream in front of 20,000 people, shall we? So, this is how a influencer apparently ruined his life in front of 20,000 people on his live stream due to police showing up. Hang on, my audio is not on. Okay. Cole and her wife paid the toll, is not paying the toll now, and this rapper obviously got himself arrested. When I say wife, I mean baby mama, because you gotta remember it's never marriage, so it's all paying the toll from that perspective. Oh.
A 32-year-old famous American.
Let me go back to the beginning here. So, this is the Blue Cam video. This was a few weeks ago. It's out 20,000 people watched him ruin his life on live stream. So apparently, this guy got the swan on his ass for whatever reason. We're about to find out. But of course, in this day and age, if you can't make content from it, what's the purpose of it happening?
And the best part about all this is, y'all, they can't touch me. Y'all wanna know why? Because I done told the whole world that I'm God.
This was supposed to
Great complex there.
be a simple welfare check for a popular rapper who had suddenly began acting irrational.
Based on the voice and based on what I saw, the kid, Mudshark or Coal Burner here, figured out the hard way that now she's paying the toll for burning the coal.
And posting disturbing threats online. But nobody realized how far the situation would escalate as SWAT teams.
Remember, I think a lot of people often forget this too about the so-called glamorous life of rapping. Yeah, like 99% of them are just street thugs that got picked up by a record label company, because rap is very much a good way to sell to a low common denominator and the urban youth. As you know, it does sell well, but more on top of that, more importantly on top of all this, is that a lot of them also do criminal activities as we know, to do street rap, to get street rap. And they usually, of course, now tell it off in their song. And now one of the most popular genres of rap is drill rap, which is literally just supposedly, once again, allegedly, in the words of Squirrely Dan, basically confessing to all your crimes. Reps and just telling all the business going to court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around so I can get around for a couple of years. I'm sorry, I can't remember the MF Doom line to the full extent, but I'm not against rap, mind you. I have listened. Some of my favorite artists are definitely rap artists, but I prefer ones that aren't criminals.
To force him out of the house while the internet watched the incident live.
My hands up. My hands up.
And the ones that can actually speak the King's English.
My hand up.
It began on February January 7th, 2026.
That's a very nice neighborhood, I will say.
When the ex-girlfriend of a 32-year-old famous American rapper, Richard Colbert, requested that Plantation police escort her out of the house, informing authorities that he had been acting
Never heard of him.
and belligerent due to a suspected mental health episode, popularly known by his stage names I Heart Memphis and
Ah, that's where I heard his name before.
I Love Memphis.
Okay, so I do know of his name, I Heart Memphis. Wait. Memphis. Hit the Quan. That was him. Okay.
Richard rose to fame after releasing his debut single, Hit the Quan, on July 4th, 2015.
God, I remember when one of these one-off rappers would have, like, one song was all about a dance move they made up, or a dance move that their neck of the woods made up, and they just fucking would do it. It was obnoxious. But I will still say it's far better than drill, I will say.
Which made it onto the Billboard Hot 100 and eventually peaked at number 15 within a year. Over time, as his presence on the music charts declined, Richard shifted his focus toward building his Instagram and TikTok audiences, using his more than 740,000 followers for sponsored content, lifestyle vlogging, and personal branding. But now, he was using those same platforms to post far more alarming content, including the moment officers arrived to escort his ex-girlfriend and daughter out of the house.
The toll has been paid.
Oh, y'all don't walk. Hold on, that little y'all don't bought. Hey, you need to stop eating red meat, fat ass. Y'all know red meat is AIDS, dummies. I'm finna.
Excuse me? I know there's been a long-standing misconception, mainly pushed by the grain industry, which controlled the food pyramid for the longest time, that red meat is horrible for your body. Oh, it's just give you cancer, it'll make you impotent. And vegans, of course, it'll make your penis small. You don't want your penis small. Red meat is probably one of the best forms of source of vitamins and proteins that you can get your hands on. While it may not be as protein-packed as chicken is, I will say red meat has far more vitamins that you need for both sperm reproduction, fertility, virility, strength and muscle regrowth, muscle regeneration. It also has plenty of amino fats and fatty acids that are great for your body too. In fact, it does more for your heart when you eat lean red meats and grilled red meats as opposed to eating deep fried shit.
Expose everything, even how the pyramids was made.
Excuse me?
Expose
finna. I fucking hate when people say finna.
What else did I say?
I just hate ebonics in general. I just really hate whenever people use ebonics in general. I also feel like a lot of, I mean, I've talked to my friends or none of them like actual family, like black family members from aristocratic families, and people that are also close, like friends of my family that are from aristocratic families, have spoken on this too, and they hate ebonics because it's absolute bastardization of the English language, and more on top of that, it makes you look more like a minstrel show than anything else.
How the pyramids was made. Why would you
We was kangs and shit.
finesse God in God's house? You are
We was kangs. I was gods and shit.
an idiot. You are such a. What is your badge number? What? Speak up. What is your badge number? Cracker. I stutter.
Knit.
Not you. Lift your head up.
Jig.
Out my house. Man.
Moan crit.
What's your badge number? Why would
What, he said the word, I'm allowed to give a little fire back.
I need help. I am God. Man, nigga, get the out of my house before I dunk on y'all.
Are you gonna shoot a basketball in front of him? Very stereotypical of you. I need to get some revenge on the officer. I need to get my revenge on the white man. I'm about to do some basketball. Made by a white Canadian, by the way.
But as officers escorted the woman to safety, Plantation police had no idea this was only the beginning of Richard's escalating mental health episodes, as his ex-girlfriend soon began noticing a series of disturbing threats he posted on social media and tried to get him help, only to realize it was making things worse.
Get off my grass. Get off my grass.
I know women try to be mending. Well, women. Bitches be shopping. I know women will try to mend horrible relationships because of the money, the wealth, and now he make me feel good. Trust me. Ladies, let a stronger man in your life take care of things and just smack your head right around and say, you need to stay away from some fuckers.
My grass. Get off my grass. You are set up the Jews. Man,
Never mind, I like this guy.
man, hey, get out my grass. Get out my grass. what's your badge number? What's your badge number?
He calls him. He calls him just straight up, not even like the cordial, yeah, we taking back the word. No, he straight up just hits him with the full-blown slur. Ah, man.
Bro, she come to bother me. Please, bro, leave me alone, bro. Please leave me alone, bro. Please, I'm begging you, Coco. Look, y'all, bro, my God, fool.
Over the next 72 hours.
Okay, so he's full-blown in the weeds. Meltdown, schizo meltdown.
Richard began exhibiting severe paranoia, claiming his neighbors were spying on him, that the clouds were stalking him, and even declaring himself to be God.
Okay, so he's completely lost his mind.
And the best part about all this is, y'all, they can't touch me. Y'all wanna know why? Because I done told the whole world that I'm God.
Wonder why many mirrors in the house, fool, and why that shit wasn't covered. They get on top of the roof, they can see me through there. I break it.
But authorities had no idea that just 2 days after escorting his ex-girlfriend from the house, things would escalate beyond anything they anticipated.
I dare you to come across that screen. It's gonna be a shit. Foul.
Around 1:10 p.m. on February 9th, 2026, Richard made a bizarre 911 call identifying himself as Richard the Messiah and claiming that someone was poisoning his coconut tree.
Called the police about an hour ago, told them somebody was coconut tree. Transfer you to non-emergency, they still ain't here. Y'all can't see what's going on, bro.
But it's what he had done immediately after that that triggered the
So you got Palestine flag up front.
So y'all move along. This out right now. Yeah. Oh, why the y'all leaving? So the police finna come shut all this. Y'all know them. Stop playing. Y'all all going to jail.
Neighbors later reported videos showing Colbert pointing a gun outside his house while hurling death threats.
Lovely.
But as more units responded to run this simple welfare check, they had no idea that Richard was about to take this simple intervention to a level they had never anticipated.
Yeah, didn't he kill his neighbors?
Get away from my house. I don't need help. I need water. Not Coca-Cola, not AIDS and red meat. I'm God. Look at me walk across this grass. Stupid idiot. I'm AI.
Richard's ex-girlfriend also warned police that he possessed firearms, putting officers on edge over the safety of both themselves and the surrounding neighborhood. With confirmation that Richard was armed, paranoid, and had been displaying erratic behavior for days, patrol officers immediately drew their weapons, cordoned off the street, and retreated to establish a defensive perimeter as neighbors described to officers what they had witnessed. But soon, officers would realize that their presence meant nothing to Richard.
So what exactly did you see or hear?
It was like 8 in the morning, and he was just outside just screaming, dude. He was outside screaming at 3 a.m. last night. Like 11:30 woke us up screaming, just random shit. But haven't said anything to us until now, but we have...
Now my question is this. I get he's a complete burnout, one-hit wonder rapper back from 2015, because I remember that song, if I remember correctly, it came out when I was in grade 7 or grade 6 or something. Yeah, no, I guess it'd be around that point. I mean, I wasn't even in high school. I was in middle school when that song came out. So, with that in mind, that begs the question for me. What caused him to go completely off the deep end? Now, unless he was already squirrely beforehand, which we don't know, because, I mean, he was just during the end of the closing years of Vine, he was like the big one-hit wonder doing those, let's make up a dance move that you repeat over and over again in a song. Like, it was riding the dead tails off the bling era of the 2000s. So my question is, what exactly sent him over the deep end? Because, I mean, it's easy to say drugs completely, but what substance would send him this far off the deep end? Because unless he has copious amounts of drugs, which by this point, a one-hit wonder like him would have been completely sunk, even though he would be doing the lifestyle vlog influencers, all the other shit he's doing with the sponsorships, he would still be financially sunk. Because of an addiction that sent him down this far. Which tells me that whatever substance he may or may not have gone to, if he has done substances whatsoever, I can't accuse him of saying that, can't accuse him of doing so because it's not being guaranteed, My question is, did he get into something like peyote or some sort of hallucinogenic where it just, some people have that one time they take it and it completely fries them for the rest of their lives?
We all have exam today. There was like 10 people over, whatever. Each person that was walking the house, he was like yelling at them. And then like he started going, like once more people came in, he's like, why you got so many people? I'm coming over. Like, I'm gonna come study with you guys or some shit. Like, what? I'm like, just ignore him. And then he said, like, if you're a cop, like, I'm gonna shoot you. And that was like the point where I was like, because I have an arsenal of weapons here. I'm a big gun guy. Obviously, I don't like ever want to have to like shoot anybody, but I was like, I'm gonna get this taken care of before he actually comes over here and like actually does something to one of us, or we have to defend ourselves, or he fucks with our property. But from like a medical perspective, it seems like he is like in a complete delusional state where anything could happen really with this guy at the moment. Gotcha.
On the other side, Richard had already noticed their arrival and was not happy about it.
Alright, you went back into the garage.
I'm gonna take this west side here. 7-5. I'm in the back.
Just go and watch the back. I'm holding southbound. I'm sorry, northbound along the road that you went. So along the house. So please watch the west side.
This is a terrible spot. I'm gonna see if there's a lock on this gate. 7-5. There's a gate over here on the east side. There's no lock on it, just in case we need to get in there.
Let's just pre-stage it. Just get it open. Hold it open.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Terrible idea to do.
Yeah, just try to keep a good eye on the backyard with the drone, because we don't have a lot of visibility back here. There's a lot of trees in the way. And he's poking his head out the back slider right now.
While one set of officers stood on guard, another unit spoke with more neighbors. And just then, Richard went live on social media, and this time, he held nothing back.
Go block the traffic coming eastbound, please.
We don't really have anything to talk to you about. We just have to stand right here and kind of try to draw him out of the house.
Oh, he's live now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 seconds. He's back on Instagram Live.
I ain't been spent 5 days, nigga. Y'all don't see the it's over. I'm caged in, come his home. Y'all, I aim with precision. Motherfucker. I've been waiting to be military.
Hey, Cole. Guns out of the bag.
Guns out of the bag.
Hey,
Yep.
you out and got the camera on live.
Hey, what's his first name again?
Richard Maurice Colbert.
Richard! Richard! He went back inside. Drone, not a whole lot of help, huh?
He's got these front boarded up, but the rear's not boarded. So he knows that people are near the backyard.
We also have units that are west of the house, stop pedestrians from walking east past the house.
I want to open it up so you can listen.
Yeah.
Doing me, y'all. They shut down my car. I was wondering why that bitch couldn't charge clean. I knew it the whole time. Never went to sleep.
Anybody in the driveway, just come out and walk in.
Like how one of them just hits a vape while he's just sitting there. Oh my god. Remember back in the day when you'd see old like cop video, like I guess old police movies and stuff, and like the cop smoking a cigarette when he's on a high stress situation, or typically, either that or noir films where you'd have a cop taking a long, cool drag and giving a monologue. Now imagine a modern noir film, but he pulls out a vape and hits a long drag of a vape. That just doesn't have the same effect to it, I suppose. Like imagine LA noir, but Cole vapes instead of smoking, which I don't even think Cole even smokes in the game, because I don't think Rockstar could get away with that at the time. Just taking long drags of vape. Hops in his Subaru Impreza, drives off. Has to be WRX too.
Sorry, do you want me to hang out behind that bush right there? See if I can hit him with a taser? I mean, I'm pretty good with a taser. Like,
No, you're not. But I'm not incident command, so no charges.
You see some of the younger officers like, I know they're really antsy to get going on it, but even the sergeants just tell him, like, guys, you need to settle down. This is not a play around. We're dealing with like a typical crackhead situation where they're gonna run around and holler and hoot and holler and squeal and screech and chimp out and yell, Black Lives Matter, or I can't breathe or anything in front of you, or if they're white, they're gonna act like, I'll act hyper, if they are white crackhead, they're acting hyper belligerent. No, this is a guy who's schizo and paranoid off his fucking meds, and more importantly, he is armed to the teeth in his home, which is a terrible spot to be in because that's CQC, and he can be behind any wall, door of his house, and these are definitely larger size suburban houses, so there's a lot of points to just be tapped by.
And he never brandished the firearm, which is not what he told me in the beginning.
With Richard unpredictable and dangerous, and already aware that officers are positioned everywhere, they are ordered to retreat, hoping the less threatening approach might draw him out of the house. In the meantime, one of the officers finds a window of hope to reason with him, but Richard makes it abundantly clear that he is in no mood for negotiations.
Yeah, we want to come talk to you, but you got...
He does have a large brown boxer dog.
You gotta come talk to us, though. You gotta come talk to us, though.
Man, sit! Get back to the house now. Hurry up. Get in the house. Get in the house. Y'all say, yeah, not gonna bring the coat. Y'all have a large brown boxer. Pretty. I'll make the whole bottle on the floor. You gotta come right here. Y'all scared, huh? Don't shoot me. Guess what? I'm not coming back. If y'all don't come right here, I'm not coming back out.
We got no reason to shoot you.
3, 2, 1. Y'all slow, Homer. What to do? I'm telling. Salute.
Yeah. I don't want to walk up to that gate.
Nope.
Once he gets up there, just, I don't know if we shoot him with this thing or...
But Richard completely barricaded himself inside the house as he continued to make death threats against police, leaving Plantation police with no choice but to secure a formal felony arrest warrant for the electronic threats he was broadcasting.
Don't forget the lane. I'm chilling. I'm from Memphis. I ain't got to work a day in my life. I dare you to come across that screen. It's going to be a shootout. Foul, foul, foul. Fuck is a Halloween? I'm the one scared.
Around 10
Okay.
9 SWAT teams from the Davie and Plantation police departments would take over the perimeter, not realizing that this would only be the beginning of a long standoff where neither side would be willing to back down.
Man, that's gotta be hell if you're with his neighbor, because imagine going to work. Imagine needing to go to work in the morning, doing what I do, getting up very early in the morning to go to work, and you have to deal with this shit. Like, I'm coming back home at 9 o'clock at night, but I'm leaving at like for 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, which isn't terribly early to most people, but nonetheless, I'm going straight all the way till 9 o'clock at night, and I come back home. It's one of the worst fucking things you're gonna hear is a cop, a SWAT raid outside someone else's home. Sirens are blaring, and you're just like, I just want to sleep, man. And like, yeah, I sleep with headphones on. I usually sleep with like a headset or something with some ambient noise or like some sort of like mystery, like multi-hour long mystery compilation going on with something about like historical, more or that or audiobooks, usually around nonfiction, usually around historical events. But nonetheless, like, man, can you just not be a retard in your own time?
Richard Colbert, this is the Plantation Police Department SWAT team. Come out through the front door.
See, this is one of the reasons why I hate Ronald Reagan. A lot of people blame Ronald Reagan for getting crack into the black community, and it's like, well, the crack was there, why did you smoke it? I hate Ronald Reagan because it goes down the sanitariums. And that caused the rest of the Western world, by proxy after the United States, any country that was not doing that already decided to follow suit with the United States and close down the sanitariums. So now while you have psych wards still at hospitals, they're not going to fucking stop a complete schizo from wandering on out. Like, we don't need to go full-blown Dr. Tar and Professor Feather but levels of, like, sanitarium, but we need to have a full-blown sanitarium system again. Right? They shouldn't be abandoned, historical sites to go walk around. They should be an operation. Definitely a bit more oversight, and they should be staffed by the native population of the country, not a bunch of foreign workers. Because we see how that goes in fucking geriatric homes. We get all the abuse cases. But then again, a lot of those boomers voted them in the first place, so hey-ho. But I go back to this too. Sanitariums should just be open. And if someone's deemed too dangerous to be alive, and the fact that they will kill multiple people if you even try going to the room to, do basic life assist in their padded cells, then sometimes you gotta take your old yellow round back and just show some mercy.
With your hands up now. All occupants of... Please come out through the front
Again,
door slowly with your hands...
I don't want to give government too much power and oversight or overreach with, well, I want sanitariums open, but based on how there's also, if you heard of the horror stories with the MAID program, there's a good reason why I don't like the idea of governments having that much control over the population in terms of underneath the guise of mental health or typically medical persuasion to revoke your rights, which should never be revoked because they are your rights, not privileges.
Aware that you have a firearm, and we need you to put the firearm down and come out through the front door immediately. Richard, playtime is over. Please come out of the house immediately.
Yes. Say yes. Hey, when they move up, we're gonna go pinch in the garage. No, we're gonna move up to that corner. Sucks. The only cover is look at that. That's it. So just get behind it. Yep, exactly. Most likely, it's gonna if he pops out that door, I'm gonna be lying counter. Just something to keep in mind, though. I think our snipers.
Richard Colbert, put the firearm down. Nobody wants to get hurt. We just want you to come out the front door peacefully.
Inside the house, Richard starts another live stream, broadcasting the unfolding events to his more than 750,000 followers. And the SWAT team, watching his live video outside, already knows he's not going to surrender easily.
What's the crime? What's the crime? Being at home? Y'all bothering me. What's the crime, sir? Please. What's the crime? I know my rights. I'm gonna exercise all three. What's the crime? You gonna kill on live TV?
Got the gun in his hand. Got it.
You're aware that you have a firearm, and we need you to put the firearm down and come out through the front door immediately. Nobody wants to hurt you. We just want you to come out the front door with your hands up now.
As Richard further barricades himself inside the house, another unit moves to the opposite side to cover all exits, while the team begins taking more aggressive steps to force him out.
Gun's back in his hand.
Gun's back in hand.
Pointing at. He's like, it's hurt. Going back side to side. All right, Potion Bickham, you can hear me? All right, once we go in to move this glass, you're going to run to the southeast corner over here and watch the east side of the house. And don't move forward. If he comes out, call him to you, but you can't go forward because K9 owns the backyard. Don't move until I tell you. Richard Colbert, this is the Plantation Police Department SWAT team. Please put the weapon down and come out through the front door with your hands up.
Yep, moving.
Richard Colbert, this is the Plantation Police Department.
Got a little more room than I thought we did.
Please step away from the front window of the front door for your safety. All right, Bearcats in command. We are doing our breach now. All right. Getting a little hot. Richard Colbert, this is the Plantation Police Department. Please come out through the now open for you window.
If I see him coming this way, we have all this brush.
Can't see what's
I can't see his hands. I'm just going to tell him to get on the.
Yeah, that
You
works.
suck up behind me on this
Yep.
little wall.
Yep.
Right? Or if you're doing it, I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then if he's on the ground, he doesn't have a weapon. Background. Say, if I get him on his backside, you want me to illuminate him if he's outside? I'm saying if he does come outside.
Sunken back, kind of off of like the longer wall, off to the east side of or the west side of the door.
Huh.
We'll probably put some guys over there covering down on the front.
Still on live.
I do find like when it comes to SWAT teams, like making breach points of breach on targets like this. I do find it rather interesting because it's on the floor tactical planning, right? And you're really not even running off with floor plans of the house. Usually, you're just making calls from the exterior, and you gotta just say, okay, where can we have a good point of entry with the least amount of casualties?
Did he have breach?
Fled to the far room.
He's just hiding now. Yeah.
Which would make sense for London to see in the.
Crossing over.
Best I could do.
Oh, look at the canines.
I'm gonna test this small window here to your right.
We have one more operator we can get on this left side.
Yes. Yes.
See us.
This is the Plantation Police Department SWAT team. Please come to the rear flag with your hands up now.
If he comes out this way, I got your hands. This is still lethal.
Over the next 2 hours, the SWAT team deploys tear gas and pepper spray.
Okay, so they were tear gas and pepper spray canisters.
But despite the pressure and officers surrounding the property from every side, Richard continues live streaming and mocking police, making it clear he has no intention of surrendering, forcing them to take even harsher steps.
Is he doing? He's doing an Oakley plug,
Continues live streaming and mocking.
like an Oakley face cam filter plug. While he's getting fucking rid of the SWAT.
Police, making it clear he has no intention of surrendering.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh man, the do you even lift build? Oh, you'd love to see it. So, yeah, this is obviously the build that a lot of these guys do. They'll fucking have a DUIEL build, and they'll just walk around flexing because they got a little bit in shape, but you can see he's just like a rectangle on the way down. He's got terrible obliques, terrible ab insertions. Yeah, it's just
forcing them to take even harsher steps.
How y'all gonna come where I sleep to my hurting me and y'all bothering the beast? I ain't doing nothing to nobody. And look, I ain't got no gun in my hand, bro.
Do not come in here. That's a warning. Final warning. Do not come in here. Have you seen Home Alone 2? It's a trap. Maybe I'm joking, maybe I'm not. But I'm scared of my life. Because you guys are a real terrorist.
Richard
Home Alone 2, really.
Police Department SWAT team, come to the rear slider now with your hands up. Richard Colbert, we have nowhere else to be. We can be here as long as you need us to. We need you to come and surrender now.
Don't even look at it. No, I don't think so. Well, I can kind of see that window. I haven't seen any movement at all.
Super sock, super sock.
Hi. To the left. Someone's streaming it. They just turned it on.
Nice.
Left. I don't know what they're doing. It'd be some kind of command. Unless they're hitting. Yeah, it's super sock. Sounds like super sock. Yeah, it was a dog. Yeah. Gert certainly trained. Yeah. Hey, moving on these blinds. Movement on the blinds.
Wait, so is one of the dogs called Kurt? The other one's called Super Sock? That's kind of interesting name for a dog. Hold on, the acronyms for Super Sock is well, you know. I hope he's not some form of German breed. You are hiding the Glock with a switch under the floorboards, are you not? Yes, I think it's a Super Sock.
That's the first time it's hit it. Oh. Yeah, you were. No.
They bothering me, y'all see? Oh! We live. Ding, ding, ding. What y'all trying to do to me? Huh? I can't defend myself. Y'all shooting no. What the f*** going?
Back it up. Back it up.
You're going from around this corner, right? Can you go over left more? Yeah, I'm ready when you're ready. Alright, you good?
Richard Colbert, this is the Plantation Police Department SWAT team.
Huh?
Keep your hands up.
On you. No, you good.
I should really, really play Ready or Not. Well, I do want to get the original, like, I think I still think the Steam release has all the blood and gore in it, but basically the devs don't kowtow to people's sensibilities, because body cams are just proven pudding that we don't go far enough in those SWAT video games.
We have a lot more gas than that. You need to surrender now. Come to the rear slider with your hands up.
Man, shit, man, this is gas. What are you doing to me? I'm from Memphis. Yeah, okay.
Straight ahead through that window, but I don't know.
Richard Colbert, this is the Plantation Police Department SWAT team. Keep your hands up.
There we go.
He's running the main area of the house.
Rear slider with your hands up.
Go ahead, I got you here.
Richard Colbert, drop the gun now.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Alright, hands on the ground. Hey, watch right here. Watch it.
Go ahead, go ahead. Hey, try to back out, dude. Keep turning.